Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Creative Connection. It is Emily here in XD Crafts, and I have a few things to talk about today, and then I'm going to jump into a quick little demo using the new Katy Sue. Hi, June. I should have known you were the first one watching. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if you have picked up your goodies or not, but I hope you're having fun with them. If you have, I haven't had a chance to ask Jen yet, but I haven't seen the basket here, so I'm assuming you probably picked it up. Anyway, welcome everyone. So I just want to start by saying that happy Halloween. I hope everyone has a great spooky night tonight. Hi, Karen. Hope you're doing well. And I hopefully here in Ontario we don't get any snow, because that would not be fun for any of you adults who have to stand outside with your little kiddos while they're trick-or-treating. So fingers crossed we get no snow here in Ontario tonight. And hopefully everyone has a nice warm Halloween. And along with Halloween, I want to kind of jump into our Black Friday that is going to be coming up. It's going to whip around the corner, and we're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's the end of December already. So we have started planning for our Black Friday. So we are going to be in the store. We're going to have it open Friday and Saturday. So if you can't come Friday, you're welcome to come Saturday. We are going to have some fun things going on in the store, as well as just like the regular Black Friday sales that most stores will have on at that time. So again, the store will be open Friday and Saturday. I don't know the exact times yet, so keep your eyes open on our website and social media. So it's the 24th and 25th of November. We are going to be doing some make and takes with the donation of some food for the food drive. June says, sure, hope it's nice weather. I hope it's nice weather too. I'll be at home handing out candy. It doesn't affect me, but fingers crossed. Everyone else has a nice warm Halloween trick-or-treating. But anyway, jump back to Black Friday. So what we're going to be doing is some make and takes. We're going to have some make and takes, but we're just asking that you bring some food to donate to the food bank. We'll have that open for probably like the whole month of like November. Just if anyone wants to bring some food to donate, you're welcome to drop it off here at XD Crafts, and we'll donate it at the end of November. Or if we get a lot, then we'll just keep donating as we fill up. But yeah, so we're gonna have the food bank that will be going on, and then we'll have the free make and take for that Friday and Saturday with the donation of food or money to the food bank. Because I know Jen did put a post out today, so I just kind of wanted everyone to know that that was kind of what it was about, like save the date. We are going to have the make and takes, and then we'll have obviously tons of great deals, and then maybe we'll have some more fun things going on in the store, which I got to look into that and start planning. So if anyone has any ideas, let me know. So that's Black Friday. Then we have a new card class coming up, kind of a card class. So we have our in-store card class tomorrow. We do have, I think, 1 or 2 spots available. So if anyone wants to come, or last minute plans become free, then you can always come in. It starts at 1, so that's our card class tomorrow. For people who have registered already, we'll see you lovely folks at 1 tomorrow for our whimsy card class, and then next week we have our online one. So if you can't make it in store and you want to join the class, you can join us online virtually. We do have a card kit you can purchase. The video will be accessible to everyone to watch, and that'll be a fun one. Then we also have now this new one, which I'm going to flip my camera over and show you guys because it is super adorable. Just make sure my mouse is working. Cut that. All right, so Marianne has put together this adorable little gift tag basket, but obviously we're not going to be making just the basket. We will be decorating a ton of gift tags as well. So in our in-store and our online card class, you'll be getting the same kit. The only thing is with the in-store, you'll get to use some of our other options of stickers and stuff. So if you guys are doing it from home, you're going to want to grab some more of your own little stock of some stickers or some little gems or jewels to add on to personalize it a bit more. And they're super fun. I'll actually just open these up and show you guys. So these are some that Marianne has just made some samples of. Obviously, if you wanted to create a different style similar to this, you could. And then I'll show you the kit as well. So So this is the sample one, and you will be making the little basket as well. One thing I love about this is I, myself, and my family, we reuse our gift tags every year because we're always re-gifting to the same people, and we want to make sure that we're reducing as much waste as possible. Plus, it's money that, or crafts that you're throwing away, and you don't want to do that. So we save our tags in my family every year, reuse them. And this is just a great way to keep them all stored nice and organized. And then in the next year, you'll have your storage. And it's also a cute little storage container. So who wouldn't want that? And I'll show you the kit. So these are all going to be slightly different. So you get your 12 by 12 paper. This will be the kind of base of your gift tag bag. These are going to be all different, and they are double-sided. So you have two kind of patterns to choose from. And then you get some toppers. I think these toppers are all the same. Some of them might be slightly different. So you get your one sheet of toppers. And then we've got other little characters you can dress it up with as well. And then these are what Marianne used. Then you get some stickers to dress it up, as well as some ribbon to add on top of the bows like this. And then you'll also be getting the tag blocks. So this will make up to 60 60 gift tags. So you've got 20 of each color. This one is stuck. I think we may have put some sticky specks. My bad. This is an Emily thing where I put sticky specks on it. Yes, it is. And I closed it by accident. So sorry, Marianne. I accidentally got yours stuck together. Some sticky specks. Anyway, so this, you get your craft cardstock. They're thick, heavyweight as well, so they're not the thin, going to break apart or anything. They're very sturdy, heavy-duty cardstock, and then your white. So you got your different colors. And then you've also got your Christmas Words Petite Pad, and this you would have seen on the other card sample, or not card sample, I keep calling them cards. Tag sample that Marianne used for those. Oops. All right, so that is the kit. It is, the dates for these are November 30th for the in-house one, and then the next week, so it's actually a Thursday. Both of these are Thursdays. The next week it is December 7th, and they're both at 1 p.m. It's $19.99 US dollars for the kit, for just the online version, and then the Canadian price is $24.99, and then for the in-store, it's just $19.99. We've just calculated the shipping into the kit price, so when you order the kit will be shipped to you for free. There's no shipping on that. There's a it's kind of calculated into the price that we charge. All right, now let's get on to these Katy Sue brand new exciting products. I'm going to start with the molds, and then we'll move on to the toppers because these are different and they're a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show everyone. So I'm just going to show the molds off first, and then I'll show some samples and talk about these a bit kind of as I'm showing them off. So we've got a ton of new molds in. We will be getting more in throughout the releases and seasons and everything like that. So we've got kind of a variety. This is our first batch of orders. So we've got a total variety of different things going on. So we've got our Easter Bunny. Now the thing about these are food grade safe. So Katy Sue, this is her brand. She actually does a ton of card making and cookie decorating and cake decorating with these molds. Like these molds, I think she's been on TV for both crafting with these molds as well as cookie decorating and cake decorating, like all the decorating you could do. I love her videos where they are assembling these with both the fondant and the clay. So definitely check out Katy Sue's YouTube to see how they put these things into action. And then on some of the packages, you kind of got your inspiration as well. So this looks like the top of a cake, an Easter cake. This one doesn't have an inspiration image on it, but it is a horse head. Then we've got the fern back and embosser. So this will be, pretty sure I've got my fern here. I had a fern. Let me set that aside for now until I can find my fern. Well, I'll show you this one. So this is our sunflower and daisy leaves. So you've got your mold, and then it comes with this second silicone piece to get both the indentation on both the front and the back of your leaves. You could create, I've seen them create some like fake flower pieces with these using clay. It's not even just for card making. You can create so many things. Like it's like going down a rabbit hole of all the things you can create with these products. There's just so much inspiration out there. So that is one. Then we've got like tons of different styles that you'll see. So we've got the blossom here, and this is again 2 pieces. So you've got the backings of your leaves here, as well as the backing for your flowers. And then we've got some more flowers. This is the rose cones. And then we've got some leaf cutters. We've got a small log slice. This reminds me of a coaster, but this would actually be really cute with like a topper on the front of it, even that little Easter bunny or a flower. We've got some tiny little farm animals. We've got a donkey, a horse, a sheep, and a pig. Some more miniature animals. We've got a elephant, a what is this called? Giraffe, a donkey, a pig, and a lion. And these are kind of like baby characters. You can see they've got the bottle, the bib, the soother, the diaper with the rattle, and then the little blankets. This is like baby themed kind of. Got some more baby stuff. Tons of different accessories. You've got the main carriage, some wheels, and some buttons that you could add on to your carriage here. I will do a little demo with these as well. I'm just going to show off a few. I don't need to go through them all. I feel like you guys kind of get the idea. We've got a baby here. Got a dragonflies. It's got some different, so you can actually build a kind of a scene with this. You've got your cat tails, I think they're called, a marsh, and then your 2 different sizes of dragonflies. Then this one I know Marianne is super pumped for. This is the mushroom one, so you can build a few different types of mushrooms. And then we've got some leaf ones, different style of leaves here with the imprint on the back. This one, which I can't wait to show everyone because this is so beautiful. I actually have some samples of that one. We've got some more butterflies. Let's see what else. Oh, and got some filler flowers. So these are just like smaller flowers that you could put on cards or add to your bouquet of flowers if you're making some fake flowers, or for cake decorating as well. Tons of videos on these. And then of course the presents, which you could be used for Christmas, birthday, babies, so many different things and varieties. I did forget one of my card samples, so I will have to grab that in a minute. But while I have these, I'm going to show some of the samples that I have created with the molds, and then I'll grab my card sample. All right, so this is one of my favorites. This is a mold that I use, and then just use some Sharpie to color over top with the black to really get that detail to pop. And then I did this one. This one was not done as well as I could have. And then we've got another one. So these are the 3 different sizes of flowers that you get in the butterflies. These aren't flowers. And the molds here. So those are the different sizes. And then I actually wanted to create a card with one. So if any of you guys saw, I did create this card last week on, I think it was Friday's Live. So you can go check out Friday's Live to see this. But this is a card I had, and I just thought that this little butterfly would look really cute down at the bottom. So I'm going to grab some sticky specs and stick that on. Sticky Specks, my favorite. And then since I did, this was wet, and I started to mold it while it was still wet. So that's why it's got that little arch. If I didn't want it to do that, I could have left it flat, and that's still flat would have looked fine. I just wanted a bit of dimension. So that's why I folded mine up. And then I'm just going to make sure I push down on the middle to make sure it gets that stickiness on the middle. Make sure I don't rip my ears off. And I can check if I need some more sticky specks. I did this mold this morning, so it's still a little bit wet. So the sticky specks aren't fully really sticking to it. But with glue, that would stick a little bit better. But there we go. You can kind of see there's a bit of dimension on that. I really love how cute this is with the 3D butterfly. And it's quite thin still. Like, it's not too thick. It's about probably the same size as a 3D foam pad, maybe even a bit thinner. So these are perfect for card making. They're not too thick. And I do have some different clays I'll actually mention in a minute that you can use for the card making. I'm going to, maybe I did post a photo of my sample of my Christmas mold, but I'm going to go grab it anyway. I will be right back. All right, I have my sample. So this is also one that we have in stock. So these are the presents that I had just mentioned, and my Santa face is a little washed out, but this is Santa that we have in stock as well. We have like a Father Christmas. It's a bit of a different style versus this Santa. All right, now I'm going to show the clay that we have, and then I'm going to do a demo. So everyone knows we've got this is just the white clay, super handy. You could really mix any color with this. You just get a little bit of ink or a different powder color or just anything that you have that can color. You can change color of the white. If you don't want to do that, we have some smaller packs. We've got your kind of traditional colors. We've got black, we've got red, we've got yellow, got blue, and we've got green. And then additional to that, we do have this different one that you can kind of see the packaging is a bit different. This is a waterproof one. So this one will be good for jewelry, things that will get wet. These ones, I think they'll loosen up the clay a little bit more. So I don't recommend using these ones for stuff that will get wet. Use this one. This we actually did test. It was actually this one in particular we tested with water, and it was perfectly fine. We even tried like scrubbing it, and it lasted up with the ink on it. I also did use this spray on top to make sure that the ink stayed. So I think that may have also helped with it, but it is waterproof. I use the gloss varnish. We also have a matte one that I love to spray after, especially if I use a powder to color. Like this one, I used a sparkled powder. Can't really see it. And I made sure I just sprayed it afterward because I didn't want the color to disappear on me. Right. Now I'm going to do a quick demo. I'll do one with the butterflies. So I'm going to grab my Hearty Soft Clay. I always recommend getting, this is a little baby sock filled with some cornstarch. So you can use any kind of like powder of cornstarch, or I think even baby powder would work as well. And I just tap it inside of the mold. And then I just get a nice soft brush and brush it out. This helps your clay not stick to your mold and will help you take it out. One thing to note while I'm saying that actually is this mold or this clay takes the longest to dry. I usually leave this in the mold for about 24 hours, and then after 24 hours I'm fine to peel it out, and it's fine to pull it out. It doesn't ruin it at all. However, if you pull it out too early, it will mess up your image. With this stuff, I take this out immediately right after I'm done with it, and I don't have any issues. The drying time does you could dry it out of the mold, so you don't necessarily need to leave it in. This one, it's a little bit stickier, so you're definitely going to want to leave it in the mold until it dries a bit. You could use a heat gun as well to speed up the process. That's what I did yesterday. And I think this is too much clay. This one is a thinner mold, so I'm just trying to gauge how much clay I need. And I can always add more after, so I'm going to start with that. Then I like to roll it in a ball. And I think I might just tap out in case I've got too much of that powder in there. Roll it in a ball, and then I'll roll it a little bit flatter, as you can kind of see like that. And then I'll start with one wing of the butterfly. So I'll just start squishing this out to the tip, and then work my way down. And I'll do the ears last because those are quite intricate. And then I want to make sure that as I'm going down from one end to the other, I'm flattening my clay, because it's much easier to get rid of additional clay when it's all together, as opposed to if it's all bubbled up, it'll make things more difficult. So I just like to do that. And you could even take a little roller and just roll it a little bit to make sure it is staying nice and flat. And then I can tell I've got a lot, so I'm just going to rip a little bit off, and then I'll add more if I need to, and just start molding that back in. And then just work my way around. Doesn't need to be perfect right now. As I'm going around, I'll make sure it gets nicer and nicer. And then as I'm just pushing this down, you can see that my clay is starting to go off, so I can tell I've got too much. So I'm going to rip that out. And then just try and flatten as much as I can. Take this and roll so I can see I've got all this additional stuff on the side. So I'm just going to peel that off lightly. And then just make sure that my mold, I don't have anything over the edges. And then you'll see, like here, I'll start to pull this back, and then I can push that in if I need to, if I roll too much. But you just want to make sure you roll the edges up and get all of those defined areas around the edge. See, I've got too much there. So you could roll it, you could peel it to get this additional stuff off. And then I'm just going to keep going around, making sure I'm rolling stuff out of the way. And then I'm going to make sure I get the tail nice and defined, and all the other parts. Now I'm going to work on the antler part. So this part I'm going to need a tool for. So this is the companion tool. It comes with two, which is good because I lose a lot of things. It comes with two, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I get the area nice and defined by the antler, because it goes in quite far. So I'm just going to make sure I pull that down nicely. You can see the corner. You want to see that that comes to a nice point. Then I'm going to take some clay, just a little bit of clay that I pulled off earlier, and just start pushing it into my mold with my finger. And then I'll take this little tool, I'll roll up the side and push it in, and just make sure that the edges are nice and cleaned up. I could take a file to the back of this mold once it's dry as well, and that will help to file away any parts that are sticking out from the edge, or if it's too thick, like that might be too thick. So I could file that down after. And then I'm going to put my other antler in. Just take a little piece that I pulled out earlier, and then just take this tool and start to push it in. Sometimes you kind of got to work back and forth between your finger and the tool, just to make sure that you're really getting that pressure in there to pick up the image. You gotta make sure you add pressure to get that. And you also want to make sure it's all sticking together. So if you add pressure, you know you'll have it. I'm just going to try and pull off very carefully any additional that I made it a bit too thick. So I'm just going to pull that back. All right, that looks good to me. Now that's all good. Pull those corners down. In the back, it's okay. No one's going to see the back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bending the mold a bit. You can kind of see it's releasing a bit of air in there. So it'll start to release the clay. And then I'll usually flip it over and kind of roll it like this. And then you'll see it start to come out and end with the antlers, because the antlers are the most delicate part. And there we have it. A little butterfly. And then I'd give it about probably, I'd say 5 hours, depending on climate, until you color on that again. Could take longer. If it's a thick piece like this, I would definitely wait longer to color on it, just because that was so thin. I know it's not going to take long for that to dry. And then I'm going to show you this Santa mold as well. So I'm just going to start by just mushing this in. And since this doesn't have any really tiny details like the butterfly did, I don't really need this tool as much. Just really helps to get those tiny intricate pieces in. And then with the colored clay, I actually should have, let me do that. I'll reuse this. I'm going to grab the colored clay. And I'm going to open a black. I'm going to take out some black, and I'm going to do his belt. So I'm just going to take a little tiny bit, place it where the belt is, and then with my tool, if it will stop sticking to my finger. And then with my tool, I'm just going to start moving that into place. If I'm on camera. Need a bit more. I'm just going to stick that. And I stole some from the other place. Now, there we go. I'm just going to stick into my tool. So I'm going to take that powdery thing, and I'm just going to stick my tool in it to hopefully help it not stick to this anymore. There we go. That has helped a lot. Now this is time consuming, as you can see. Okay, so I've got my black in there. Now I'll put the white in to just show you guys how you can kind of create your scene with that. I think I need a bit more. Okay, now this one I'm going to roll again like I did last time to get his length, and then start squishing his body in. And then I still need more up here on his head. Start squishing that in. All right, now I'm just going to really push in to make sure that I get all the detail picked up in there. I could add a bit more clay to really make this nice and flat, but I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. All right, so now that that is all filled in, I'm going to do the same thing, lift the edges like I did with the other mold, just because I want to kind of get that air back in here. It'll make it easier to roll out later. And then I'm going to start again with the feet and end at the top. and just roll him out. Oops, just flew. All right, there you have it. There you can see the black little belt. This tool is a huge lifesaver. So if you're working with these, highly recommend these tools. They make your life so much easier. And adding this little tiny baby bit of baby powder, or not baby powder, cornstarch, whatever is in this bag, did also help with the manipulation of the clay. All right. Now, I did not get to showing everything off that I wanted to. I am just going to quickly show you guys some card samples that we do have with the Katy Sue toppers. So she's got her clay molds that everyone has just seen me show off, but she's also got some toppers. So she's got her, I'm going to show my favorites off first. These are little flower pots. You can write on the inside of the flower pot. Then it also comes with a stand, so you can make your flower pot stand up. They've got instructions in them as well. Super adorable. There was a Christmas flower pot version, but it sold out, unfortunately. So we've got these ones, perfect for the springtime. Then we've also got some more. So this is from the Champagne and Violets 3D topper pieces. And then this is from the Floral collection from the 3D toppers. And then this didn't get turned into a card, but it is done. So this is the Spring and Easter. Got some little Easter eggs down the bottom there. Just got a sticky note on it. And then we've got these adorable little ones. This is the bunnies in the snow. So adorable. And then we've got the squirrel and robin, which is also so cute. All right. So I will show you guys the packaging just quickly. Oh, this is the flower pots I just showed. It's called Flower Patch Pots. Then they've got the robins, some different styles of robins in here. I've got some Easter ones that I just showed off. Got some like celebration, romantic weddings. This could be like anniversary, wedding, Valentine's Day. Got Santa's collection. Got some florals. Got some Christmas trees. And then we've got birthday cake and flowers. All right. So that was part of the Katy Sue demo today. My computer, oh, maybe I can flip my camera back. Oh, no, my computer's glitching. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Thanks, June. Thanks, Karen and Beverly, and then everyone else watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll probably be back on Friday. Don't know what I'm doing yet, so keep your eyes out on our newsletters, and then I'll announce it on our Facebook as well. But I'll be doing on Friday. All right. Thanks, Joanne. I hope everyone has a good Halloween, and thank you, Debbie. Bye, everyone.